Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Now it's second down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He's going to hand this off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Booker. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. A quick juke to get free. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, great throw and a 1st down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit a nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. It's Carr. Lets it go quickly. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Finding space at the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Vols. And now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. And he's able to do that right here.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. That's a design quarterback keeper. The Bears pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion. Keep your... Let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got his man wide open. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. And the Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Oh, what a move to break into the clear. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Vols are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
2nd down and goal upcoming. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He's going to take off here. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Hits into space at the 50. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Volunteers offense is on the move now. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. And they've got him, the defense, with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Oh, and he can't hang on with a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up 3rd.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Escapes the pocket. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
To the air, it's Carr. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like what the offensive coordinator is trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Bears looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A much-needed score. Kirk trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a 1st down and goal.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. See if they can convert the point after. He's missed the PAT. Wow. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds, a solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Back to throw. It's Booker. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Fowles. This offense cannot be stopped. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he fields it inside the 15. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Offense back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Booker. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bears. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield and spot it at the 38.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Booker. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Throw to the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Hit as he released it. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So they start the drive here looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And the field goal is good. And And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. The Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looks like he's going to run it. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Quick pass, the catch is made.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we've got a 4th down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And it falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Extending the play now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space. They still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's hit just before the throw, and it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
1st and 10 play coming up. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
The Volunteers trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Flying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Volunteers. And this one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turn starts inside the 15. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start.
Tennessee offense will take over first and 10.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And there's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Sticking with the running game. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. He'll toss it to the back. Physical running, fights off the defender. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Touchdown, Tennessee. And the beatdown continues. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quick throw to the left. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No, kick it away. This punt will back the offense up near the 5-yard line.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
Now here's the toss play. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Important second down play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Short pass finds the tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
3:25.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On the run here, taking a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll run it here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Vols. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's an out route, the catch made. The completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a fourth down call.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
It's fourth down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
The ball's lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's a survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but